If you guys are familiar with Matt Rife, he blew up on TikTok in the last year or so. I think it's probably been a year. Time flies, and he's really good with crowd work. If you've seen some of his clips, and I guess he's been putting out some Netflix specials, and people are like, "Oh my god, I just saw a lot of negative stuff, a lot of stuff people posting that his stand-up specials weren't that good, X, Y, and Z." Okay, fine. Maybe it's not his best stuff. I don't watch his comedy aside from the clips that I've seen. But he made some jokes about domestic violence, and everyone's like calling it DV, like as if making it an acronym makes it more impactful. Anyway, people are always looking for stuff to get offended by. So if you're watching a comedy special, I'm just gonna end this here and there. Like, he made domestic violence jokes. It's called a joke. Domestic violence jokes. You can make race jokes and domestic violence jokes. If you're watching a comedy special and you get offended by a domestic violence joke, um, literally what he did, I agree exactly with what he did, and it's fucking hilarious. And it's a big W for Matt Rife, in my opinion. So he did some, whatever. He did some jokes about domestic violence, as comedians do. They make fun about everything, right? So, someone's commenting, "My special is for guys," immediately opens up with a domestic violence joke. Yeah, get over it. Get over it. Like, fucking get over it. Your feelings are hurt. Good. You probably shouldn't watch. And so he posted this in his story. This is what I'm talking about. So forget the whole story. It doesn't really matter. I won't go into the whole details of the joke. Whether or not you thought the joke was funny, it gets a pass because you're trying to be funny. You're not going to laugh your ass off at every joke that people make, but like all of a sudden, like, okay, you're a victim of domestic violence. Not a good thing, but fucking laugh, or don't watch a comedy special. Oh my God, he told a joke about something that I don't think is funny. Okay, well, it's not just for you. It's a comedy special. It's about comedy. Nothing, no humor is too dark. Nothing's too offensive. It's comedy. Either laugh or you need to work on your sense of humor. So he posted this in his story, which is fucking hilarious. He said, "If you've ever been offended by a joke I've told, here's a link to my official apology." And there's a link. It says, there's a link and it says tap to solve your issue. And it was a link to special needs helmets, which is fucking absolutely hilarious. Funny as fucking hell. Okay. So in other words, he says, cope, deal with it, get a helmet, shut the fuck up. I don't care. Which is exactly the stand that he should take. Not apologize. "Oh my God, someone's offended by my joke." He's a stand-up comedian. You make fun about things and everything. So I think it's all these like weak liberal women that were like, "Oh my God, he's attractive and he's so funny. Yay, Matt Rife." And then they made a joke. "Oh my God, that was so mean." So in other words, this is called trimming the bushes and trimming the hedges. Okay? That's what it means, because you get a lot of people and like, "Oh my God, he's so hot, this and the other." Okay. You get a lot of these libtards and you get this audience, and then you have to trim the bushes, right? You have to mow the lawn. You want to resod grass and you want to fix your lawn. Okay. You have to seed it, but then you also have to still mow it. Right. So this is all that's happening. He gained a huge audience from people that don't really know comedy or don't understand what comedy is about, that are easily offended, obviously like liberal women. And then of course, he comes back with like, I don't give a fuck. And then, "Oh my God, I'm offended." Then you're not a real fan of comedy, and go watch something else. So cry harder, get a helmet. If anything, this made me be like, dude, 100% get a helmet. It's fucking hilarious. Huge W for Matt Rife and everyone else that doesn't think that you can make fun about things. You can make fun of anything and everything. Okay, nothing is off limits. That's the whole point. And if you don't like stand-up comedy, then don't go to a stand-up comedy show. You're voluntarily watching a comedy special. "Oh my God, I'm offended." What are you talking about? If you're that easily offended, then you should not be watching stand-up comedy. Go watch a female comedian that is not going to be funny. Go watch a non-funny comedian. Go watch Comedy Central or something if you want, or watch like The Tonight Show or something if you don't want swearing or naughty words or concepts that, might make you a little bit uncomfortable. In other words, get over it. So I thought it was hilarious. Click here to solve your issues, get a helmet. Fucking awesome. So Matt Rife, super based, and anyone that got offended by that, you can stop watching this show too, but I don't think anyone here, I think we've already done that. I think we've offended anyone that would ever get offended. But that's the whole point. You say something and you're making a joke and you're doing it with good intentions. He didn't say anything with evil intentions. It was a funny joke. I'm not saying it was the most funny joke of all time because I listened to it in the clip. I'm like, all right, it's funny. It's just, I might not be laughing and slapping the shit out of my legs. And okay, not every joke is going to be as funny as every joke. You can't just maybe it's the delivery, whatever it is, but you want to improve. So in other words, get over it, deal with it, cry harder. Like just, who the fuck cares? And here's the point. Never apologize. Especially a stand-up comedian, don't apologize for that. Don't fucking apologize. He did exactly what he should do. Said, fuck you. Like, fuck off. That's it. So I was seeing all these posts, like the rise and fall of Matt Rife. The rapid rise and fall. What are you talking about? He does awesome crowd work, whether his jokes are your sense of humor or not, totally fine. Crowd work is exceptionally challenging. So a special, and he's only been doing comedy for 10 years. If you think that makes you 10 years is not, I mean, it's a long time, but it's not that long of a time, you know? So writing a special and jokes and delivery is challenging. And he's been thrust into the spotlight after all this time. And his rise to fame. Obviously it's like a hockey stick, right? Gradually, then suddenly, but yeah, I think that's what happens. You see a couple videos and I'm like, and everyone's swooning and he gets the virality. And then all of a sudden you start actually paying attention. Oh my God, my feelings. It's like, no, like suck as many dicks as you possibly can. Shut up. Shut up. Either laugh or don't, but you should make fun of everything and anything. Dark humor is great. Like Anthony Jeselnik, the GOAT. Yeah, get offended. It should be like, oh shit. Yeah. It doesn't mean that you hate people and you want people to die or you think that beating a spouse, male or female, is funny. It's just, it's funny in the context. It's a joke. It's called a joke. It's humor. Okay. All right. So, and this is the problem with the left. Anytime you have, that's why there is cancel culture, because there is no humor. There is no humor on the left. There's absolutely no humor. So you can really isolate who is a leftist and who is, you know, when you are trying to cancel people, because canceling someone is really just infringing on free speech. That's what it is. So cancel culture is just, you know, cutting people out, just eliminating people that, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. It's like, no, fuck you, get a helmet. So I agree.